Welcome
Happy Sunday.
to another episode of In the Bloom of It All.
Maybe I'm gonna try to do an edit to where it really comes out of my hands, just little ones, just a little flower and goes ding ding. I don't know. We'll figure it out one day. But yes, happy Sunday. Glad to have you here. My name is Cheyenne Montgomery,
And I'm Tyree Montgomery.
and we just told you it's in the bloom of it all.
Yeah.
So join us on our couch. You see this blanket, you know what's up.
Yeah.
This has been here. These pillows, this couch.
This is our cozy conversation little nook. This is the situation. So we're happy to have you here.
Yes, join us. Take a seat.
Yeah.
Take a seat.
Enjoy the conversation.
Absolutely.
Stay a while.
Hi. Yes. So today, it actually came up from a conversation that we had over Thanksgiving of just like, how do we keep the conversations going? So we're in the rooms, we're meeting the people, we finally are there in the spaces where we're able to rub shoulders and, you know, bounce ideas off of the people that we admire, look up to, or just want to get to know. How do we do that? What now? We got there, but what now? And not even just those spaces, but like making new friends as adults is hard. These are the things that people don't talk about. If you're starting over, making new friends, move to a new city, starting a new job, all those things, anywhere where it's a new space where nobody probably knows who you are and you have to do the full on, hello, my name is.
My name is.
This is where we're going to dive into that a little bit more. Some tips, some tricks of what do you do when you're in the room.
And you get to know new people.
All right, let's get started. So yeah, that conversation was interesting, and we were just in the middle of that conversation, and we were just like, yo, this is a good episode, so we gotta run this back. So it's been in the back of my brain, and I'm like, might as well record it and start talking about it because it's helpful. And there are some things where I'm just like, okay, this works, this doesn't work, and then there's times where I'm just like, throw the whole ideas away and we're just gonna have to wing it.
Right.
Winging it, and you
We've
just
definitely
gotta let God speak through you so you know what you have to say. And most times we feel like, okay, I blacked out, I don't know what happened. I hope everything went well. I hope I didn't say anything too crazy. Hope there was no spinach in my teeth. I hope that everything was good. So there's definitely been those moments as well. But being new is hard.
Even if it's somebody you've like been around a few times, but you haven't really had a deeper connection with. And for me, I've never really had issues. I can make friends at the bus stop, the grocery store line, aisle, and the cat litter aisle, on the elevator. The barista become my new best friend at the coffee shop. I've never really had that problem. If anything, I more so had a problem with always being told, girl, shh. When I'm in class, I'm talking. Don't let the new girl come into class.
Kathy.
I'll be like, how you doing? My name is Tyree. You should come to lunch with us. You should come sit with us. And they be like, Tyree, we're in the middle of, I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, girl, here's my phone number. You can call me. Like, I've just always been that person. But I have girls that are more introverted. They've been more on the shy. I think I'm the only extrovert in my house. Growing up, you know, the girls would be like, Mom, because I wake up like, hey, good morning, morning.
Crust is still in my eyes. Hair bonnet is still on. You know, when you wake up and the light is turned on, it's just one eye is still closed real tight, and you just trying to see that. Yeah, I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I was always told, Mom, too early. It's too much. Or everybody just sits there and they just like staring like.
I'm not fully awake till probably like 4:30 p.m. So that just shows the whole day is gone before I'm like, oh, we up, we good. Hey, how's it going? You know,
I just didn't have that problem. So listening to them, you know, going to school and making new friends and that kind of thing was like foreign to me. So I was just like, just be like, hey, how you doing? Or, oh, girl, your shoes is cute. Genuinely find something to compliment them on. And they be like, no. doing that. And I'm like, oh, but just learning over the years, I could see how that, as becoming into your own over time, I could see where it could be challenging at times. Just being in different spaces. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's not that I get shy. It's just I'm trying to find where I can add value, or I'm just filling out the space that I'm in first to see where I can relate or connect to meet new people in those spaces.
And a lot of the times when it comes to me being in new spaces, it's because I'm observing. I'm checking everything. Not only am I literally seeing like, okay, where's the bathroom? Where's the nearest exits? Are there fire alarms? Where's the staircase? Ooh, he looks a little suspicious. I see you, so I'm going to stay on far opposite end of this. This is a group of women. They seem like they all know each other. They're very connected. That kind of scares me as well because I don't know what I'm going to say to 5 people. That's a big group. Maybe if I can find a pair, 3 is a little bit intimidating, but it's doable. Like, that's my brain.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. Mm-hmm. It is a lot. It's overwhelming for me too. I wish it wasn't the case. Yeah. I wish there was something I could just turn down, and just vibe and just let it be. Mm-hmm. No, it doesn't work like that all the time.
Wow.
It doesn't work like that. My brain is literally on overload because it's an unfamiliar space, and showing up to places, especially by myself, because now I'm adult. So that means I go to places by myself sometimes, and especially if it's something I really want to do. Like, even as simple as me going to church by myself was a huge deal. Now I have to be like, is anyone sitting here? And they're like, oh, the seat's saved. And I'm like, okay. Now I gotta do this again to another person? Oh, the rejection. I can't. In the pews. Like, it's literally so scary. So scary. And I'm like, okay. All right. Have a blessed day. All right, next row. All right. I was like, is anyone sitting there? Anyone sitting over there? They're like, no, it's free. I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Now I can sit down. I'm taking off my coat. And I'm conscious because I'm like, okay, well, what if someone scoots over here and I'm going to have to move my purse over here, but this person's sitting right there and they're going to scoot. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then like dare my pen fall from my notebook taking notes. It's just like, it's too much.
Wow.
It's very overwhelming. And so like I said, there are things where I'm like, I wish I didn't think that way, but there are a lot of times where that has come in handy as well because there will be someone, or if I'm in spaces and someone's like, oh, is this your first time coming here? And I'm like, oh, no, I've been here a few times. I've been here for a while. They're like, okay, it's my first time. And then it's just like,
now you don't have to
now I don't have to be the one. And so that makes it a little bit better for me because then I'm just like, okay, well, now I can give them what I wanted someone to kind of give me or has given to me. So then I can kind of return that favor.
Right.
And, they'll be like, oh, so what's going on here? Or what's this? And not even just in a church setting. Like, the church setting is a new thing. But in other spaces, it's like, if I can also find someone who's also new, I tend to gravitate towards that person. Because then we're experiencing this new thing together. And we're making first impressions together. So it's not a solo thing.
Right.
And I don't know how that always happens, where I seem to end up finding someone who is also new, and it'll be like the person that I'm like, okay, this person seems
that
okay.
Is God.
He's looking out. Like, this person seems okay, and so I'm standing there, and when you kind of whisper to yourself, and like, oh, like I don't know if I like these crackers over here. This seems a little weird, and then someone's like, oh yeah, I've tried those before, and it's literally me talking to myself.
Oh wow!
And then it sparks a conversation, and then it becomes like, and then sitting with that person or whatever it may be, but it's happen more often than not where I end up bumping into another new person when I'm also in new spaces. Very rarely am I just waltzing into a group and just been like making myself known in my presence.
Wow.
I'll be sitting by myself and someone's like, is this seat taken? Or, oh, like, I really like your jacket. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. They're like, yeah, where'd you get it? Now they didn't sat down.
And now you developing a conversation from there.
Yeah. Also, like, my friends, to this day, I don't know how I have them. All my friends are extroverts. So they find you. To all my introverted people, I'm sure you can attest to this as well. Extroverts will find you. People like my mom, who's introducing herself to the new person, sliding her phone number. The extroverts will find you, okay? Yeah. They will welcome you in. They are nice. They're a little loud sometimes, but they're nice. Mm-hmm. They're going to make sure you're comfortable, to make sure you're okay. There's a lot of hospitality there. But it's up to you to just enjoy the ride.
They're the me's of the group. That's why they're like me. Yes. I'm the one that's looking for connection too, mm-hmm. but I'm more so gravitate to the one that I believe they look like mm-hmm. they are like a deer in headlights. Mm. And I have this charge to go make them feel comfortable. Like I can read it on mm-hmm. their body that they are feeling uncomfortable. And I just feel like, okay, they probably are looking for someone. And maybe I was like that at one point and just don't remember, because I can really relate. And I just go over there and be like, hey, mm-hmm. you know, and it's always really soft and warm because they look very timid. And I'm just like, it's cool.
We are scared.
We're scared out here.
All the things that you're saying right now is making sense to me.
Yeah.
But now you see what be going through our heads a little bit. It's just like, you're scared. You are a deer in headlights, so you're trying to find your nearest exit just in case. Mm-hmm, you feel too embarrassed and too scared, and the nerves is taking over.
So you like, just in case.
Just in case.
That's why you need to know where the bathrooms are and the exits, because if you got to step away, you know where you're going.
And it's not like now I look even more like, do you know where you're going? That's the worst possible thing. When you're trying to leave and you're trying to get to some place that feels relatively safe, and then someone stops you and is just like, hey, do you need help? Do you know where you're going? You look a little lost. And I'm just like, don't do that.
Really?
Don't
do my gosh.
Please don't do that. I'm already
That's probably
scared.
Me too. I'm that person.
Now everybody knows I'm lost and scared. Oh my gosh, please.
Oh my gosh, I never looked at it that way.
Please, just let me be. I'll find my way. If I ask you, that's different. I'm okay.
I've probably been very, very like overwhelming to people before, and
not even realize it. Because I'm in tunnel vision, and I'm like, I know where I'm going. Mm-hmm. You know, even if I don't, I at least know the exit. I know how I got in here. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna just tunnel vision locked in. And the moment someone's like stops you, and he's like, please, just let me leave.
No. That's so funny. I'm just sitting here tripping like, I probably have put somebody into like shock, just coming too heavy and too much, too thick. And thinking like, I'm being helpful, but...
And it truthfully, it's more of like I say like a 30-70. 30% where it's just like, oh my gosh, leave me alone. 70% is just like, thank you for stopping me. Because I was locked in and I just need to calm down. And, you know, and other times too, like, I've learned to get through that, of course. Mm-hmm. I have my moments. But I've learned to get through that. The nature of my job requires me to talk to everybody. Yeah. So it's something that I know, especially ahead of time, this is something I need to turn on. This is something I need to turn up a little bit and really just put myself out there and be nice. And
so what do you think helped you?
Really work.
Yeah?
Yeah, work. Because with school, like, I could still pretty much be to myself. Like, the friends I had in high school and even just, like, middle school, a lot of them, like, did the talking. So it's like, every now and then I would chime in, you know, and I'd say something funny or whatever. But for the most part, I'm fine with being by myself and chilling and just... I can just lock in, be in my own little world, daydreaming, do my thing. And I don't have a problem with that. It's the stepping outside of that, my little imaginative world, where I'm just like, do these jokes really land? I think they're funny. But do they really make sense on the real life people? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They do. They be landing.
So those are the moments where I'm like, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But school... trying new clubs, going places where I know I will kind of have that feeling. There's a little butterfly, nervous feeling, and I kind of just, in my more adultness, I've been making that a mission of something for me to do, because me being so reserved and so quiet and, you know, it's only gotten me so far. Yes, it is part of who I am, and it makes up my personality, and it's not necessarily something where I'm just like, feel shamed about or, you know, but it has hindered me from doing things that I've actually wanted to do or enjoy, because I just spent so in my head about what it could be and praying about it more and doing those things. And it's just like, all right, this is a space where it's a new opportunity. Things are good. Everybody seems safe. You know, nobody looks too suspicious. You're going to be okay. So trust your gut. You'll be fine. And, you know, doing those things that makes me a little bit nervous, but being able to, like, okay, I'm on the other side of that nervousness in my stomach. you were fine.
Yeah.
Like, you were good. You didn't have to worry too much.
And if all else fails, you could say, one moment, I'm going to go to the restroom.
And go to my car.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm out of here.
Oh, darn.
I'm leaving. That's also a thing. Before I had to catch the bus and wait for a ride. Now I got my car. If I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't have to wait for nobody. If I brought someone with me, I'm like, you ready to go? Because I'm ready to go. I have no problem leaving the party early. Okay, once I'm overwhelmed, I'm tapped out.
But if you're just in a conversation.
Yeah, no, not just one moment. And then literally on the I-5. Like, that's not just happening. No, I have not done that.
And they be like, where'd that girl go?
No, I have not done that at all. No.
I think I've had quite the opposite of you, in the sense like meeting new people and pulling back, because I know I can be like very social, and I don't have that issue now as much because I think I'm more of an introvert extrovert now than I was just really extrovert, very outgoing. Still outgoing, but I can reserve that and just be chill for months and not even connect with the outer people, and then go and give it my all, and it's just like, I'm totally in the space. I'm
like,
butterflying. Yeah. I'm butterflying. Woo! And then I'm just like,
all right, back inside for the next 30 days. That was good.
I need to recharge.
That was good.
No, not available.
Yeah, but I really like that too.
But I think when I'm listening to you, I don't know why, but I picture myself at a gathering somewhere, and I was talking to someone, and I pictured me talking to somebody, and I'm just like going in and like, yeah, girl, and they're just like, like, that's enough. Yeah. And I'm just like, and leaning in and like,
and all their cues is just showing, I'm uncomfortable.
And I'm just not seeing it because I'm like, I'm here to be your friend. And they're like, girl, that's a lot. That's why they never called.
Oh my gosh, they got so sad. But
no, I found my people too, but I found myself a lot of times in just being a part of so many different groups because I am one of those people that just like connects with different people. I like variety. I'm like that in real life. Like, I just like new things. So it's not that I'm bored with you as a friend. It's just that, okay, that was great. Now let's go try something else. I'll be back.
And see, like, I've definitely tried that too. But what I noticed is after a while, I don't have enough to keep it going. And so keep the conversation going, and that's also where it's just like, I try, when I'm going to these new spaces, I try to do some research. I try to look up stuff, or learn a bit more to at least have something to share, some questions or something where, because like if I'm already thinking about scenarios and, rejection is probably the biggest thing. And it's just like, oh my gosh, what if they're literally looking at me and they're like, ew, why are you talking to me? And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, but that also stems from middle school girls. Middle school girls are mean, okay? So if you're a girl, and whatever, and like middle school girls can be rude. So
they can be cool.
Anything could literally be like, you like that? Ew. And you're just like, okay, it's literally my world, but don't worry about it.
I was talking about that the other day, and it was this whole conversation about like, why is it when you're in school, like one kid, just one, can say something, and it just seemed like they knew something you didn't know. You're just like, really? Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just totally sets the score on what everything is. That one kid. It wasn't that multiple kids said not to do that or you can't do that. And you be believing them when you're a kid, like, oh. But those are the kids that are just probably like very confident. They're probably the only kid, and they just have a different perspective on life. They come off so. Yeah, me and your dad were talking about that. We was cracking up because we was like, that one kid could be like, the teacher said you can't do that, and he'd just be like, oh. And next you know, that's the rule. You're just not even verifying if it's true. You just let this one kid
just run everything.
You gotta wear sneakers that are like this. Oh. Okay. I was like, was I that kind of kid? Because I was really one of those people that just kind of did my own thing. I don't know where that came from, but I was very free.
I wore movie theater 3D glasses with the lenses popped out, Argyle socks up to the knee. I rolled my jeans up on purpose, wore suspenders. I took nerd to a whole new level, and I didn't care. Yeah. Like, it was me, and I leaned into it heavy, and I had braces.
Man, that's a combination for you right there.
I wore sweaters. I wore all the cardigan color combinations you could think of. So in certain areas, I was full on like, I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
And there's a big area where it's just
we're not talking.
There's big areas where it's just like, okay, all right, you said that and it hurt my feelings. I'm scared and I will never speak again. Like, it's just like, it's very selective. There's certain things where I was just like, I don't care. Mark at the moon. I really don't care.
Yeah.
You can't tell me nothing. But yeah, there's just a bigger pond where it's just like, yeah, okay, I won't say anything here. It doesn't matter. But
so what do you think are, now that you're in a different space and you're able to communicate and you've overcome that, what do you think are some of like the things that are good icebreakers or ways to start a conversation in a space with people that you're just not familiar with or it's just new for you?
Yeah. A big part of it is in how I look or how I choose to dress myself that day. Because it's like, if I look good, I feel good. And that sets the tone for everything else. If I'm wearing a sweater that's a little itchy, I probably won't be making any new friends that day. Because it's just like, I'm so caught up in the sweater being itchy and like having to readjust myself. And it's just like, I don't feel good. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't even want to see that anybody's seeing me fidget. Like, it's just, it's like that. So it starts with what I'm wearing. If I feel confident in how I look, which is why, like, going into a new space, I find the bathroom right away. Even if I don't have to use the bathroom, I look at myself in the mirror. I make sure that I feel presentable, that I feel good. I got on my lip gloss, making sure everything, like, putting a little bit more effort into how I look, just so that I feel good about it. And that is, like, however that definition is to you, or what you feel like you look your best and feel your best and most comfortable in. If it is a sweatpants and hoodie, that is what you feel the most comfortable in. Show up in that way. That's just how it is. But, you know, for me, getting a little bit more effort into how I dress and my hair and things like that makes me feel a little bit better. And I feel more confident that, like, okay, if this is a flop, I still look good. So it's just like, I don't care. So at that point, I'm like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. But I go to the bathroom first. I kind of look around at the space. I try to get there early so then I can do that. So it's not like I'm behind and then I'm just like running to the bathroom and it's just like you're missing the whole thing. Like, getting there early, making sure I can take a couple deep breaths in the car before I even walk in. Like, it's a part of that whole process, and being able to go in. So when I actually enter in that space where it's a meeting, conference, or just dinner with new people that I haven't met before, I know at least I'm like, okay, I did my foundational things that I know will make me feel comfortable. Now I can walk in the space.
So you're not surprised. You got a chance to like really. And then that's interesting too, because I'm the opposite. I like to come when it's already moving around and everybody's doing their own thing. And then I feel like I'm kind of just like gliding in unseen.
For me, I'm like, I showed up early. Depending on the event, I showed up early, but I sat in my car for a good 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it is a little bit, everything is going now, but I've been there. I know the floor. It's possible I already walked in and did a little lap, but didn't go into the actual space just yet. It's what I need to feel comfortable. And then I'm like, okay, I can go in now. I go in, you know, I see if there's food or refreshments or things like that. I make sure I at least have something to drink, or, you know, just walking around. I ask somebody like questions, especially if there's workers at said event or something. Find someone who has like a lanyard or something and ask them questions, and just like, oh, okay, this is over there. Like, have them give me the information of the space, so I'm not spending all that time standing in the corner going like this, trying to see where everything is at.
And I guess there's really no right or wrong way to go about it, but you got to do.
If their job is literally to give me information, this is at least my start of talking to someone else and getting that information.
Yeah. So, and it's starting conversation, period.
Yeah. And then it's just kind of just like walking around and just kind of seeing where people are and just seeing how things are going. If it's a more sit down like meeting or something, it literally starts with someone just asking if that seat's available. Like you asking those kind of questions. Is this seat free? Like, is this okay? And then it's just like, wow, this is like a really big venue. Just like talking about the things that are like literally right in front of
the
you.
entertainment or whatever is going on.
I'm like,
good
wow, that's a big
icebreakers.
stage. Like, oh, these lights are really bright. Is it warm in here? It feels warm. Literally anything of that nature can really spark a conversation. And even if it doesn't go past that, you at least spoke to someone. You spoke to another soul. They'll have a conversation. They'll start talking to other people, or if you're even trying to like switch seats, moving around. Oh, excuse me, trying to get by. Like, that's literally where it starts. Like, that is at least something rather than nothing, And then if it is a bit more intimate and it's like a dinner or getting drinks and it's more social aspect of it, it is nice to make sure that there's someone there that you know.
Yeah.
In an ideal world, yes. But again, an extrovert will find you and they will ask you questions. And kind of just like being able to answer those questions. Take your time, breathe, like smile, like those things naturally. Like once you start smiling, it's kind of hard for you to not smile after that. Truthfully, like if you're mad, like actually angry, and you smile once, I promise you're not gonna be that mad as you.
Right.
Smiling helps. Being friendly, being nice, it helps. Having a little drink, a little treat, a little snack. If you don't, that's your exit. So if you need to leave, oh, I need a napkin. Oh, this seems really messy. A lot of times, like, oh, I need to wash my hands because I don't want my hands to be sticky when I'm shaking another person's hand. I have not mastered the idea of like, oh, there's a little treat or, a little bite-sized snack or something. It's just like, okay, my hands are sticky.
Yeah.
Food, it ruins the whole get-up after a little bit. Like, how do you handle that?
I think I literally be just in... I'm listening, and it's making me be a little more conscious of other people, things that I didn't think about. Because I really think I just be in my own little world. I literally take my world wherever I go. And I just be like, hey, I guess what I'm saying is, and like I said, there's no right or wrong way to go about it. Everybody's just different. But I noticed that I don't, and I was just talking about this not too long ago. If I am connecting with you, right? And we're in this big environment and I'm making my rounds and just connecting with people, I would just come up to somebody and be like, did you hear that part when the speaker said such and such and such and such? And they'd be like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, I thought it was just me. I said, because I know you were sitting up front. You were all the way in the front, so I know you heard because you was right there in the front row. And they'd be like...
She's like, I know I probably scared somebody.
Now I'm thinking about it. I'm just like, oh, my goodness. I probably have terrified people. Like... Because I just be so, like, cool. But at the same time, just a lot.
This is a lot. She's like, I'm exposed. But
I am so sorry. That's how I feel right now. I'm just like,
so sorry to the introverts out there.
I mean, I literally be like, when I come to a space, like, I'm on my own mission, and I don't be remembering faces. People be like, yeah, I seen you at such and such, and I'm like, yeah, I remember we were talking about. If we didn't have. If the conversation wasn't of deep substance, something that was impactful, or we actually connected on something other than just like surface stuff, I won't remember your name and probably not even your face. I'm on to the next. Because my mind, too, like yours, is running, but it's not running about things like being aware of, it's me trying to get to what I'm trying to get to. Like, I want to come here and see certain people. I want to hear certain things. Oh, I got to make sure I make my rounds. I got to go over there. I got to go over there. I got to talk to them. That's how I am. And I'm looking for the people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, people that come along.
Excuse me. It's like, I'm still on the direct line.
Got to go beeline in here, beeline in there. You just interrupted my beeline. But I'm going to be kind and friendly. But at the same time, I'm still thinking, I got to wrap this up because I got to get over there because so-and-so's going to leave. That's how my mind be. And I probably miss great connections along the way because I'm too focused on my goal opposed to just letting organic. Okay, I've learned. Yes.
Also, in like conversations, so say, look, the conversation is now started and I'm talking with someone, I usually try not to ask questions that I also wouldn't be able to answer myself. You know, so it's just like, generally, you know, the questions are like, oh, so what do you do? Like, I can answer that question. Like, I'm asking you questions that I know if the question was sent back to me, can I answer that as well? I do steer away from questions that are very, like, specific. Asking just very general questions that I already know, oh, I can answer that.
Right.
I can say my name, my job, where I'm from, you know. And often, especially recently, like being from Portland and meeting people in Portland, like we're unicorns at this point. There's not many Portland-born people in Portland anymore.
It's rare now.
It's very rare. And so being in spaces where they're like, oh, so where are you from? And I was like, oh, I'm from Portland. I'm from here. They're like, really?
Yeah,
wow.
I get that too.
And then that helps too because I'm just like, yeah, this is my city. What you talking about?
Now
so
you
like,
feel comfortable.
Like, oh, so you must know like about these places. I'm like, yes. Like, yeah. And I was like, but also this used to be this, but you don't know that, so that's okay. Like, and that kind of helps too. It's just like, oh, there's something special about me. I'm here. Like, I'm from here, and you guys are from other places. Now that opens it up because I'm like, okay, I'm talking to 3 people from completely different cities. Oh, I can ask you about your city. I can ask you about your city. And those are 3 brand new experiences that are tailored to these people. And then just going deeper into that. Now I don't even have to, y'all don't even have to know much more about me anymore. I'm just asking y'all. And that helps a lot too. Like, in the weirdest way possible. It's just like, it helps too. But a lot of times in spaces where I'm in, I am the youngest. So there are other people around me who are married, they have kids, you know, they're all these things. And so it's just like, oh, so what's your kid's name? Like, you know, what do they do? Like, what are some things that they're into? Like, they're 5, but they like building blocks or, I don't know, dragons. Who knows? Like, these are the, I want to know, what's little Jimmy doing? How's it going? But then I remember those things. Like, I remember them talking about their kids. And so when I do meet them again, I'm like, oh, how's the family? How's the kids? And that continues that conversation, too. They may not remember that I got a cat because that's the
right.
But at least that makes that connection a bit stronger, too. Because it's like, oh, they remembered my son. They remembered my husband. They remember my significant other. Like, and I'm like, yeah, I try to remember pretty much.
I do, too. I do remember unique things, but again, it's because we must have had a brief conversation that was more deeper than surface. And I guess when you get to talking about your kids, it's now getting deeper. Yeah, I can't even define what that top layer is like. I think it's more like, hey, how are you? How's your day? Oh, did you park in the parking garage? Yeah, I did too. Oh, on to the next. Oh,
but I also get random people coming to me often asking me for directions, trying to figure out where the cereal is on certain aisles in the grocery store.
You look like you just know
I'm just
things.
The most approachable person, but on the inside, I'm like, oh, so who's this person? Yeah. They're like, excuse me. They're like, hi, you just seem so nice. I just want to know. And I'm like, don't ask me for directions, truthfully, because I probably won't be able to lead you in the right way.
Yeah.
It's down the hall to the right.
I think I rely on GPS way too much. And then when I go in stores, I'm looking at signs. But I do have certain stores where I do know my way around so well that I wouldn't dare go to another location without trying to figure out the landscape first. Like,
certain
okay,
Fred
so
Meyer's
their stuff is here.
Safeway is just not for me. Every Safeway is just very weirdly designed, in my opinion. But Fred Meyer's, I know my way around the Fred Meyer.
Which in some places is probably called Kroger.
Kroger's, yeah. But I'm pretty sure if I went into a HEB, I'd be lost because we don't have those. But certain stuff like that, like Hollywood Fred Meyer's, I know it all the way through. Like, those are spaces where I would just know. Lloyd Center, even though it's very much closed now, like certain spaces, malls.
Which is also a really great place to meet people because you have something in common. But I guess, like, the moral of what we're saying is, like, meeting people and being able to connect with people where it's not awkward and breaking the ice. And, again, you're not alone because Here I
Think of
am,
some
the
questions.
extrovert.
Yeah. Think of some questions. I mean, both of us could think of some questions going into it. At least you know what you were going to ask that person you wanted to meet.
Yeah.
You had a list of stuff you were going to
Kind of like when you prepare for an interview.
Yeah.
When you're going out, I'm going to be aware of different things going forward. Yes. I'm going to learn to kind of pull back a little bit and
just like I would have to turn it up a little bit because it's out of my comfort zone to be a bit more what I would consider extroverted. You would consider to be normal.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to turn it down at all, but I'm going to be more aware because I can't help it. It's just my personality. Yeah. I'm just a little firecracker.
But we need people like you because if it was just the introverts like us, we would be in our own bubbles and literally probably would not interact. We have one meeting a month. We meet up, we be there, and that is it.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like that all the time. But when I first come in, I am quiet. People probably think I'm quiet because I'm just observing. I look for opportunity to interject myself.
Yeah.
But
yeah, dress nice, feel good, look good, smell good,
look good, feel good. Mm-hmm.
Those make all the difference. But just know you won't be the new person in that space again. You now will know some people by the time you finish this conversation. So
this is true.
So thank you for spending time with us.
And know that you're never on this journey alone.
And healing is hard work.
Until next time, have faith and keep blooming. Bye.